Your new job is a bottom feeder job? There's now a huge difference between you and me, who works for a major company. Well, it suits you, doesn't it?
The company I work for went bankrupt. It has already been 6 months since I started working as a janitor. Just as I was getting used to my job, I ended up running into my former coworker. It's been a while. I didn't know you worked at this company.
Of course, right? There's no way the world will overlook my talent.
I've always disliked this former colleague, Haruna Kawagame, because she always looks down on those around her, and she has a lot of pride. Kawagame-san, it's your turn to take the minutes today, right? Why don't you bring your computer?
Huh? You should do it. Do you know the phrase, right person in the right place? There's no need for me, a highly educated person, to do that.
What is that? However, when I talked to her boss and got him to tell her, she immediately complained in tears. She was a disaster.
Look, the floor is dirty.
Saying that, she kicked the mop wringer away and spilled the water inside. What are you doing?
I helped you. Isn't it a little cleaner than before?
Kawagami laughs and leaves. I can't believe it. There are people who still look down on janitors, eh? My name is Hibiki Tsukiyama. I'm 27 this year, but I haven't had a girlfriend since I graduated from university.
Are you okay?
Huh? A woman passing by took out a handkerchief and wiped my face.
Water was splashing on your face. Good thing it's not that bad.
I think she's a receptionist. I've seen her several times. Sorry, thank you. I'll wash the handkerchief and give it back to you.
Please, don't worry about it. Thank you for your hard work.
At this moment, I fell in love with her. Then my world changed completely. I was able to look forward to work every day.
Oh, thank you for your hard work today. But I don't like it because the smell of poverty seems to be spreading to me. Clean properly.
Thank you.
What the? How annoying.
Kawagami gets sarcastic every time she sees me, but I just don't take her seriously.
Good morning, Tsukiyama-san.
Hoshitani-san, good morning. Her name is Miku Hoshitani. She joined the company as a new graduate and is currently working as a receptionist. Hoshitani-san's smile soothes my poor heart. We always just say hello, so I really want to get to know her better, but I just can't muster up the courage.
Hey you, I've always thought you were cute. Why don't we go out for drinks tonight?
Sorry, we're at work.
It's been about 2 weeks since I met Hoshitani-san. When I happened to pass by the reception desk, I saw her.
Why not? Isn't being a receptionist boring anyway? I'm sure you were hired for your face. You must be getting a good pay.
It looks like she's being hit on by a male employee. She seems to be in trouble, so I decided to call out to her. Oh, excuse me. There's something I'd like to check on. Do you have time?
Well, what are you? I was talking to her.
Well, this is urgent. Is that okay?
Yes, please tell me.
Heh, damn you, poor janitor.
He cursed at me and laughed. Stop looking down on janitors.
Thank you very much.
No, I just happened to pass by.
Please wait. This, I've been thinking of giving it to you for a while.
What she handed me was a memo with her phone number written on it.
I'll be waiting for your call.
On the way home that day, I skipped happily home for the first time in a while. Then, when I was texting Hoshitani-san, she asked me out on a date. The destination is a large shopping mall, which is also a popular date spot.
Tsukiyama-san, thank you for waiting.
Whoa, Hoshitani-san's so cute in her casual clothes. Is it okay to be excited? Okay, I'll try my best to have fun. I thought to myself, I've been feeling the eyes on me for a while now. The eyes of the janitor who knows me. It's Sato. He's in charge of this mall today. The company I work for is also responsible for cleaning shopping malls. Actually, that's where we work most of the time. So it was inevitable that I ran into my colleague.
Tsukiyama-san? What's going on?
No, it's nothing. It's refreshing to meet you outside of work. Please don't say anything, Sato. Sato then smiled and gave me a thumb up. Oh.
I'll ask you to tell me more about this.
Oh, stop it. I gladly agreed to this date, but perhaps a different place would have been better. After that, I was seen many times by janitors I knew, and each time they gave me warm glances. The date was fun, but after the weekend, I was bombarded with questions. I managed to escape. I feel like I'll be questioned again when I get back. I should ask her out on next date. As I was going about my business as usual, Kawagame came by to make a sarcastic comment, but...
Hey, you're Tsukiyama-kun, right? You've been the talk of the town among receptionists lately.
Huh? In front of us, a receptionist appeared to intervene.
We all knew you were good looking, but never thought Miku would hit on you first. Hey, would you like to go on a date with me? I'm said to be the most beautiful one at the reception desk. Oh.
While I was flustered, Hoshitani-san appeared. She is clearly in a bad mood. Oh no. Hey, Hoshitani-san?
Oh, shoot. I made Miku angry. Bye, handsome.
At the same time as the receptionist flees, Miku-san approaches me.
I won't forgive you if you flirt with anyone but me.
Huh?
Sounds good?
Huh? What? Oh, yes. Maybe she's jealous? Hoshitani-san is? I have no choice but to ask her out. I swore to myself at that moment. A few days have passed. We have grown closer since that day, and today we exchange greetings again.
Good morning, Tsukiyama-san. After work today?
Yes, I'm going back to office for some office work, so let's meet after that. Her face turns red with joy. It's soothing to see that. It looks like it's gonna be a good day. But someone called me.
You've been wooing the receptionist a lot lately, haven't you? You're seriously cocky.
Kawagame appears. We meet quite often. I wonder if she's bored.
Are you planning on not only spreading your smell of poverty, but also parasitizing a receptionist? Why don't you clean up that rotten thinking of yours first? But being a receptionist is also an easy job. It's at the bottom compared to my elite work, so I guess they suit you.
Hey, you can talk about me all you want, but stop looking down on her. And our job helps a lot of people. Ranking jobs doesn't make sense anyway.
Huh? Are you trying to lecture me? You're jealous, huh? So lame.
Just when I thought I couldn't take it anymore, a plump man spotted Kawagame and rushed over. Hey, Kawagame-san, what are you doing? The meeting has already started.
Oh, I'm sorry. A former coworker of mine works as a janitor now. It's such a low-level job, isn't it?
Hello. Thank you for always taking care of me, Manager Marui. When I gave a slight nod, Manager Marui's face turned pale. That was very rude of her. I'm terribly sorry. I don't know how to apologize.
Huh? What?
What the heck are you doing? I've been telling you to fix your attitude for a while now. I can't believe you're mocking the sir from Clean Amore of all people.
Clean Amore? Is it such a famous company?
You're way too ignorant. It is a subsidiary of Love Amore, a super famous company in the retail industry.
Huh? The Love Amore? The company that operates large commercial facilities all over the country? Well, but there's no harm in mocking such a bottom-level janitor who works there.
You idiot! Tsukiyama-san is the son of the president of Love Amore!
What?
Hearing Manager Marui's words, Kawagame looked dumbfounded for a moment.
Huh? What do you mean? Are you the heir of a huge company?
Love Amore is run by my family. I plan to take over Clean Amore in the future. I'm currently training in the field. Yes, I joined my previous company for learning purposes, but I went bankrupt, so I had to return to my family business earlier than expected. Since it was a good opportunity, I decided to learn as a janitor at Clean Amore to start. By the way, Clean Amore is a company that mainly cleans the large commercial facilities. But we have a special contract with this company because my father is on good terms with their president.
if I had known that, I wouldn't have said anything to him. Isn't it the fault of this guy who stayed silent?
If you had known? Are you trying to change your attitude depending on who you speak to? That thinking is fundamentally wrong in the first place. Kawagami, you need to apologize first.
I'm sorry.
Kawagami lowers her head in a cold sweat. She seems to have realized the gravity of the situation. So, as for our relationship, I smile at manager Marui, who timidly observes my complexion. Our company has had a long relationship with your company, and we won't stop doing business with you just because of this. I'll explain this to my father, but please do something so that this doesn't happen again. Yes, of course. Thank you. I'm responsible for the mismanagement of our temporary employees. I'll be very careful. Temporary? Isn't she full-time? Kawagami startles at my question. Yes, she's the temporary worker who was dispatched here 2 months ago. It's almost time for contract renewal, but...
I'm reflecting on what I did this time. So, you'll renew it, right?
Kawagami asks in fear. In response, manager Marui quietly shakes his head. You have been absent from work a lot without permission, and no matter how many times I warned you about your work attitude, you didn't listen. There's no reason to keep you anymore. I mean, you get it, right?
I'm an elite who graduated from a good university, though.
Kawagami grumbles as if she's broken. It's her own fault. Okay, I'll get going then. Yes, I'm sorry for taking up your time. I'll probably never see her again at this company. That's what I thought as manager Marui bowed to me. But I'm sure she's done too. I have to hurry. When I headed back to Hoshitani-san's workplace, I bumped into Kawagami in front of the entrance. Oh crap.
Tsukiyama?
Her appearance completely changed. She quickly comes running towards me.
Oh, good. I wanted to meet you. Hey, would you hire me?
Huh?
I can't work here anymore. It's terrible of the manager. He won't forgive me for even the slightest mistake. He didn't like that I was joking around with you, my former colleague. Wasn't that just like a regular prank? Hey?
No. Your words and actions towards me and Hoshitani-san were malicious. Please don't get involved with me anymore.
Don't say that. We're friends who work together, right? Isn't it an honor to hire someone like me, an elite? You say you're an elite, but I have a hard time understanding whether you excel at anything.
While we were arguing, Hoshitani-san appeared. Her expression is very grim.
Hey, please stop getting involved with Tsukiyama-kun any further. Don't you see you're a nuisance? What? It has nothing to do with you, does it? You think so? I can't just leave my friend who's in trouble, right?
She's clearly angry. Nothing comparable to when I was being hit on by her colleague.
Oh, I see. You must be jealous of me because I am beautiful and competent. You receptionists only get hired based on appearance, right? Huh?
However, Kawagami becomes speechless as Hoshitani-san approaches her with a gruff voice.
I take pride in my work. It's also rewarding. There's no reason for you to criticize me. Why don't you fix your attitude and choice of words first before you criticize anything about anyone, you self-proclaimed elite? Ugh. Why not follow Tsukiyama-san's example at least a bit? It's really funny. You and Tsukiyama-san are like chalk and cheese. What? Don't speak anymore. Don't go near Tsukiyama-san again. And stop being so conceited. Who is the bottom feeder here? Why don't you think carefully?
Kawagami was completely frightened and ran away screaming. She's so miserable. Hoshitani-san? While I was stunned, she immediately smiled and hugged me.
Sorry, I can't stand watching other women trying to hit on you. Because we are going on a date as promised now, right?
Yes, ma'am. Girls can be strong and scary. And then, Kawagami was officially kicked out of the company. She was also put on the temporary staffing company's blacklist. Apparently, she kept on being dispatched and fired. So, she tried to get married and become a full-time housewife, but because her personality was a disaster. The result was a disaster too. She has no savings and no place to stay. In the end, she was cornered and returned to her parents' home. And she continued to live a lonely life.
Huh? Hibiki, you're going to be transferred to another department? So you won't be able to come to my office anymore.
It's been a few months since I started dating Miku. I was moving on to the next stage as the president's successor. By the way, I told Miku that I was the heir of a group company right after that date. She was surprised, but she smiled and said, "If you become the president, your employees must be in safe hands. I'll work even harder to meet the expectations of not only your employees, but also Miku's."
But I can't stand that. I can't see you at work. I think I should change jobs. Isn't your company hiring for a receptionist?
We don't have any vacancies right now. I'll be lonely too. In that case, why don't you two get married? Then you'll see each other every day. Sato, who was nearby, spoke up. Oh yeah, our company cleans this facility too. Geez, Sato.
Hey, when will you make me your wife?
Miku took advantage of Sato's words and asked me, grinning. Wait a little longer. I want to say this properly. So really, please wait. The job of janitor is still often undervalued. That's why I want to keep changing that impression. I think our work that helps a lot of people is wonderful, and I want many people to know how important it is. For that reason, I vow to become a respectable president.